So a very warm welcome to everybody. So I'm Dr. Sally Zacharias, and I'm the program lead for the MSc TESOL program here. And together with me, we have Dr. Vanessa McDonagh as well, and also a student from the TESOL program, Fiona. And we're here today and we're going to talk a little bit about the program. And then later on, Fiona is going to talk also a bit about her experiences and what it's like to be a TESOL student here at Glasgow. So first of all, I think what we'll do is hand over to Vanessa, who might also like to introduce herself, and then she's going to go on and talk a bit about the core courses here.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to echo Sally's welcome. My name is Dr. Vanessa McDonagh, and I'm the co-program lead and the lead on the MSc TESOL program. And the MSc TESOL program is designed to help you to become teachers of English language, and it has theory, but it also has opportunities to put that theory into practice and to develop and explore what it means to be an English language teacher. And we do this through, or we start doing this through the core courses. So Sally, if you want to go to
the next slide.
The next slide, yeah, please. So as part of the program, it's not just Sally and me on our own. So these are some of our colleagues that are based, like myself, in the School of Modern Languages and Cultures. And these are all lecturers that you will see throughout the year, some of them on the core courses, some of them on the optional courses, some on both. And Sally, if we can go to the next slide. I've mentioned a lot about core courses. So on the program, if you are an MSc student, you will have 5 core courses, and if you are an MEd student, 4 core courses. Sorry, a bit of a tongue twister. So the core courses on the MSc are Classroom Processes, which is the initial introduction methodology course, and that's in semester 1, and it's followed up in semester 2 by Developing Professional Practice. Here we introduce you to the theories. And then we also give you the opportunity to practice. So we do micro teaching and peer teaching, where you have the opportunity to practice what we are talking about. For example, one of the lectures in Classroom Processes is on teaching listening. And so we have that opportunity then to plan a lesson and for you to teach that or part of that lesson in practice micro teaching. You also in semester 1, and this is for both programs, the MSc and the MEd, descriptions of language, where you look at discourse, vocabulary, and pronunciation. And both courses or both programs also do an introduction to educational social research, where you get the basics of how to conduct a piece of research, which will be helpful for your dissertation, which everybody does then starting in semester 2 and continuing into semester 3. The final core course is the MEd core course in semester 1, Language Learning and Applications. Again, there's theory into practice. So it's to build on your existing knowledge of the theories of teaching and learning. And then you get the opportunity to explore and to experiment with different methodologies that maybe you're not using and that you're not as familiar with through the practice teaching opportunities. So, Sally, I'll hand back over to you.
Okay, that's great. Thanks very much, Vanessa. So, as Vanessa said, we're split between 2 colleges. So we have staff members who are in the School of Modern Languages and Cultures, I'm based in the School of Education, and these are my some of my colleagues who you'll have as tutors on the courses. So this is the part of the team. We have Dr. Lavinia Heshu and Daniel Lamb, Dr. Daniel Lamb, and Dr. Denise Uchape-Hart, and Dr. Nicola Galloway, and Dr. Steve Brown as well. And during your study, you'll be exploring links between theory, classroom practice, and current research in TESOL. And many of these lecturers here that you can see in front of you are actively engaged in cutting-edge TESOL research. And some of the areas that they're active in range from topics such as English as a lingua franca, global Englishes, assessment as well, social justice and language learning, digital technologies as well, and also arts-based language teaching. And these are just few of some of the areas that that our staff members are active in. So in semester 2, that's from January of 2025. You'll then be able to explore some of these areas in a little bit more depth, and also think about how to apply them as well to classroom practice through these option courses. So depending on which program you're on, whether it's the MEd, where you're building on your professional experience that you already have, or whether it's the MSc, you'll choose between 2 to 3 option courses. And this is the list. So we can offer you a course on contemporary issues in TESOL. That's where we look at a range of different topics ranging from social justice issues. And then we also offer the course Design and Practice. That's for MEds only. And there you'll be looking at how to design course materials in the classroom. We also have a course where we look at teaching language to children with English as an additional language, and that's of interest to anyone who is interested in teaching children. And also we have a course, language proficiency assessment and feedback. So that's of interest to anyone who's interested in assessment and testing. We also have teaching English as an international language. So this is looking at English as a global language, as the lingua franca. And then we also have a course teaching English for academic purposes as well. So this might be of interest of anyone working in higher education and looking at academic English and how to teach it. And then last of all, we've got Which English, which is a course on sociolinguistics and also on policies around that as well. So those are our TESOL option courses, but we also have, you have the opportunity to take courses within the School of Education in inclusive ed, so looking at highly able learners, or developing literacy is one of our courses, or equity, diversity, inclusive ed. So there are a number of courses there that you've got a huge choice of courses that you can take. And if you're interested also in learning more about research methods as well, you can take a course there on advanced research methods. So that's particularly interested for those who are perhaps thinking of going on to take a PhD after their master's course. And then last of all, we've got a very close connection with our colleagues in critical studies as well. So if you meet certain criteria, then you're also eligible to take on courses such as a multilingualism or exploring in more depth grammar, so systemic functional linguistics, and so on. So as you can see, there are just a vast array of opportunities there for you to explore. So I could quickly just finish off by giving you a quick overview of the program and how it's kind of segmented. So as Vanessa mentioned, we have this is for MEd students. So this is for students who have already some teaching experience under their belt, a minimum of 2 years. So as you can see, in semester 1, you'll be doing the core courses there. And then in semester 2, you're focusing more on your option courses. And there you've got to take 3 option courses. And then in the final semester, you concentrate on the dissertation. Although we do encourage you to start thinking about the dissertation much earlier. You already meet your supervisor in January for that, but it's then later in the year that you really concentrate on it. Yeah, but I'll hand over to Vanessa. Perhaps you can just talk through the structure for the MSc students.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sally. So the structure for the MSCs is, as I've mentioned, and it's very similar in semester 1 to the MEds. You have your 3 core courses. So classroom processes, descriptions, introduction to educational and social research. In semester 2, this is where there's the difference, because for MSc students, you do have a core course that you have to take, which is a follow-on methodology course to the first semester. And then you'll have 2 options that you can choose from the list that Sally talked about a few minutes ago. And then just like the MEds, you have the dissertation in the final semester. And as Sally said, we do start the dissertation a little bit earlier than that. You do get to meet your supervisor and have thought about your dissertation in semester 2, but the bulk of the work will be in semester 3.
That's it. So that's given you hopefully a nice overview to the course and some of the program, and then some of the courses that we offer here. What we'd like to do, please just pop questions that you have in the chat. What we'll do now is I'll ask Fiona, one of our students here, to tell us a little bit about maybe why she came here and what she likes about the program, so that you get a bit of a feel for what it's like to be a student here. So Fiona, can you hear us all right?
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
Fiona, could you tell us something about the course here, and maybe a little bit why you chose us and why you like it here?
Okay. I think what I like the most about this program is that the lecturers are very supportive and they are very knowledgeable, and you can arrange your time to meet them if you're having difficulties, and they're really good in supporting students. And I think Glasgow is a very nice city. People are very friendly, and even around the universities, you can get lots of restaurants and museums which are free that you can visit.
Yeah, there's a lot on offer. It makes up sometimes for the rain, would you say?
Yeah, bring an umbrella.
Yeah. But not every day. Not every
Yeah.
day. Recently, we've actually had very nice warm weather. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's That's good. What about the courses? Which course have you enjoyed the most?
I think the course that I enjoyed the most is Which English. So it's a social linguistic perspective. But I think what's great about this program is that you can also choose other modules such as from inclusive education, which I took, and
Yeah,
it's
those
not just from,
are the non-TESOL courses. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And do
Well,
you have any tips for students,
Yeah.
how to prepare and what to expect, and what would you perhaps have done differently had you done this, if you could reverse time and do it again?
um, I think I would like attend lots of optional classes that the university offers. So they have developed your academic writing skills. And now I'm attending the dissertation writing. So these courses are open to all students, which really help you in your writing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, they're really good. I've heard very, positive things about the courses that the university offer as a whole, especially for academic writing and academic literacies. It's yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's great. So let's see, has anyone written a question or
Yeah, there's a question in the chat box, Sally.
right?
Do you have any further information regarding reading lists or advanced reading prior to starting the course? And I think the answer to that question is yes, we do have a reading list. I don't have the link at the moment, but there is a general MSc, MEd reading list that has some of the core textbooks and core articles that we use on the program, on both programs, and we can share that with you after the session. Jennifer, will that be okay?
Yes, that's fine. I can email that round to the
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have here one of the books that I think, if I can get it into view on the camera, it might come. I'm not sure if it's coming through there, but
It's not coming through properly,
no,
Sally.
no, but it's called Why Do Linguistics by Fiona English and Tim Marr, and I believe that's one of the recommended pre-reading books, and it's really good. It gets you all excited about language and thinking about language, and it feeds into the descriptions of language course that is one of your core courses here. So yeah, that's one of the books that I have. Maybe
We can see parts of
like a ghost book,
it.
isn't it? But yeah, that's it. I know that's one of the ones, but yeah, we can send around the list.
Yes, because one of the other ones that would be one of the key ones, particularly if you're doing the MSc, is Jeremy Harmer's The Practice of English Language Teaching, the 5th edition or the 4th edition, either of those editions of the book, both of them can be found. And they're on the list as well. They're helpful for the methodology courses, both in semester 1 and semester 2.
Yeah.
But we'll send around the list, the link to the list.
Yeah, that's no problem.
What type of assessment might be expected?
Oh, okay. We do offer a range of different types of assessment. So they mainly are written assessment, but one or two of the courses, for example, LPAF, language proficiency assessment and feedback, that part of the assessment is a presentation. and you get feedback on that presentation. That then feeds into your written assignment. Also on teaching English as an international language as well, part of that is a group presentation, and that carries just a small percentage of the mark, and then you get feedback on it, and then you write a reflective essay based on that. So there are, you know, we do offer quite a range of different assessment types. Some of them are maybe more your standard straightforward essay type. Other ones are, you know, we ask you to do a piece of reflective writing as well. You'll find as well there's a lot of formative feedback on the course. So we try to scaffold your learning throughout the course and give you feedback on your writing that you know that don't carry a grade, but then you're learning, you know, as you go on the course, and then that should help you with your final assessment. So yeah, so it's a range of different types, but mainly written.
Oh,
That's a good one. Yeah,
that's a really good one.
That's a really good one. So for the dissertation, students are really encouraged to pursue topics that they want to do, and together with your supervisor, you negotiate your you know, your research questions as well. So you're not given a research topic to do. You come to your supervisor and you say, I'm interested in this area, and then together you work out your research topic. So it's a huge range, and you can choose really any area you want to do. You know, we have students who are interested in testing, for example, and then choose to focus and specialize in an area on testing, or it could be on online learning is another area that you might be interested in, or on teacher identity or on learner identity. For those of you who have kind of a linguistic bent and are interested in areas, let's say, of teaching methodologies, for, you know, teaching Lexis or grammar, you can pursue that as well. We have also students who are interested in more desk-based research. So you know, just working with the literature or working with textbooks and analyzing textbooks. Maybe they're interested in seeing how you know, learners are represented in textbooks and want to do a more critical type study on that. Or we have students who are really interested in going out in the wild and interviewing other students or other teachers, and collecting data that way, and finding out perspectives on learning and teaching in the classroom. So it really is difficult to kind of you know, summarize in one sentence, because basically we encourage you to do what you want to do and what you're motivated to do. And because we have such a large pool of tutors who support you with a range of expertise, we'll find that normally you're able to you know, use the expertise of your supervisor and work together on your dissertation project. Yeah, so hopefully that answers your question. But we have also the challenge-based dissertation. So recently we've put in place the option of students to actually work with an institution. So this might be particularly interesting, for example, for MEd students who still have strong connections with maybe a school or an institution, a charity. And they work then together with a mentor in the institution to look at and focus on maybe a particular issue that institution has, and then design a project together with them for that. So that's you know, a really, I think, interesting pathway. And we've had students winning prizes as well, the British Council Dissertation Prize, and previous years, I think we've had 3 in total, or the Bartlett Prize as well, the English for Academic Purposes Bartlett Prize. So yeah.
Yeah. So the next question is about career prospects, and they are wide. So there's some of our previous students are working in primary schools, they're working in high schools, they're working in middle schools as teachers. Some of them have progressed to be more senior teachers within the schools that they're in. Some are teaching in universities. A range of English for academic purposes, regular English as a foreign language classes, people teaching adults, depending on where they're based as well. We've had some students who are working with higher education, so they're working with adults, so migrants and immigrants into their home countries and helping them with their English. We also have a couple that have moved into more technology side of things, and some who have gone to work in schools, gotten some experience, and are now on PhD programs in various universities around the world. So there's the career prospects are quite broad from this.
And children as well. So a lot of students who come here are interested in going on to teach children, or they already come from jobs where they have taught children before. And there is an option course that specializes on language learning for children, and we're hoping to develop as well next year the possibility of actually visiting a primary school in the local area, and participating in some of the activities there. So that's that's an option as well. And I think that ties in with the graduate, that we also have a graduate skills scheme. So I think this is an area where you can also develop some of your graduate skills that employers look for after the course by doing a little bit of voluntary work and building on that. And I think, Fiona, are you working towards that this year?
Yeah, I did the Scotland Reads volunteering program by SRC.
And do you want to just say a little bit about that and what you did towards that?
Okay, so what I did is I was assigned to a primary school, and then I have to go to the school like once a week, and then teach students who are like need some support in reading. So like every week I will have around 4 to 6 students, and they were really great. And it's a great experience because you get to see the school and see how the education system in Scotland works.
Brilliant. Yeah, thank you. Thanks. So looking at the time, it's sort of time to wrap up now. So it's been a real pleasure being here and talking to you today and telling you a little bit about the program. Please do get in contact if you've got any questions for myself or Vanessa. Also, with regards to admissions or scholarships or any aspect of the content of the program, so just get in contact. So I think we can stop there, unless maybe a last minute for a quick question if you've got it, but I think we'll stop, and then you can write to us by email. Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you very much, everybody, and thank you very much for the questions. Some interesting questions were asked today.
Yeah.